Hello, everyone. Hello. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone joining in on Trivia Club tonight. We'll be getting started in about 5 minutes' time with Trivia Club live from this Trivia Clubhouse. Good to have you all. Say hello in the live chat. Let us know your team name. All that fun stuff, the usual. Hopefully you're doing well. You have some nice Christmas plans planned on this very unusual Christmas year, holiday year. Yes, hopefully you're able to be spending some good time with those you love, those you can stand, with family. I mean, we either love or at least can stand. Hopefully you're having good times. Hello to Rondai. Hello to, yes, all the family and friends. Good to have you, Ron and Diana. Always lovely. Hello to Team Priebus's Rancid Cubus. Good to have you checking in as always. Yes, let us know your team name in the live chat, of course. We'll be getting started, I guess, looks like 3 minutes time for Trivia Club. Hello to Cheryl. Great to have you back playing trivia as well. Merry Christmas to you. And if you're watching this after tonight, after the 22nd, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays and a Happy New Year coming up. We'll be having one more trivia night on the 29th. So one more week of trivia still in this year. That's a rare joy for me to have. Trivia all the way to the end of the year. Have not gone this late into the year for quite a while. Hello to Fast and Curious presents Hobbs and Aw Man, I wish we could be there in person. Thank you. Great name, great team name as well. Nailed it. And the whole crew, well done. Fantastic. Good to see the whole crew, the whole family, the entire golden VCR winning compatriots. Well done. Merry to you as well, Sue. Good to see you. Good to see everybody joining in. We'll be getting started in 2 minutes' time. Let us know your team name in the live chat. Let us know your team name in the comments, of course, if you're playing afterwards. We're very much looking forward to hearing from you and hearing what kind of points you get at the end of the night. Hello to the ghost of BB Rebozo. Past, present, and future, I imagine. Good to see you, Mom and Dad. Merry Christmas. Don't worry, everyone else. This isn't the only way that I have conversations with my parents, although it has made it a little bit more regular. So hopefully, yes, everyone has a good Zoom or Google Meet or whatever sort of chat you have ready with your family this season. If you're not able to spend time together because you already live together, remember, be safe out there. Ooh, hello to the M Night Before Christmas Chameleons. Another wonderful theme name. As hopefully everyone gets what they want this Christmas, or at least the material thing they want this Christmas. And then in the new year, we can get what we all actually want. Quality time with the rest of the people that we do not live with.
Also vaccines.
Also vaccines, which is just long-term quality time. All I want for Christmas is a needle? How is that possible? You really aren't usually that big of a fan of needles. 2020, a different year.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be getting started very shortly. So yes, if you are not familiar with trivia, or if you are, feel free to say hello in the live chat. It'll be great to see you. I'll make sure to give you a shout out as we're getting started, as we go through this night of trivia goodness, this Christmas edition. I mean, it's holiday type questions intermingled with what you know and love and have come to expect from these 30 plus editions of Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Hello to the travel buddies. All right, let's get everything queued up, shall we? And we'll get going in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Oh, wait. Yeah, hello, one and all. Welcome to Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I am your host, Russel Harder, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. As you might have just heard there, it's the sleigh bells are wrangling, are jingling. As long as they don't hold it by the bell. As it turns out, you can't get a good noise out of a bell while you hold it from the actual bell. That's how bells work, I guess. Yes, thank you all once again for joining in. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you all. Hopefully you had a happy Hanukkah as well this past week. I believe it ended this past week, right? Or am I even further off? Still, happy Hanukkah for those who have celebrated it already. This is the 37th edition of Trivia Club live streamed for this night of trivia from the Trivia Clubhouse. Thank you for spending your time with Trivia Club as well. That's all I can ask for. And your time on Tuesdays is something I both very much enjoy. And if that's all you can give, of course, that is all the support that I really need for Trivia Club. But if you'd like to support Trivia Club in other ways, there are a few options. If you'd like to send a one-time payment to Trivia Club, I do have a PayPal set up at paypal.me/Russel Harder. And thank you to everyone who has done that already, and for continued support and the perks that will come with it. Also, let me know what perks you'd want. I've brought back the Patreon, as you know already, and that is patreon.com/Trivia Club. All that information is in the section below the video, the usual, the how-tos. Thank you to everyone that is continuing to support Trivia Club through Patreon. That is including Jacob Ginsburg and Alexandra Egley and everybody. Thank you so much. And speaking of good things you can do, and not to completely correspond the two, but if you're going out, wear a mask. Be safe out there. Keeps you safe. It's the kindest you can do for not only yourself, but others. So keep up that good work. And simply wearing a mask continues to influence others to do the same, continuing to normalize such a simple practice, because even after we get that vaccine, we'll still have to wear masks and socially distance, do all those things to keep each other safe. And speaking of those that are at the highest risk when it comes to COVID-19 and the dangers therein, there's something near and dear to my heart, and that is cystic fibrosis. And if you'd like to hear more about cystic fibrosis and potentially donate to CF Canada, you can go to cysticfibrosis.ca to read more about it and support a great organization. Thank you. Alrighty, tonight is 20 questions of trivia goodness, as usual. It is a mix of pub-style trivia, of game show games, ending with the Trivia Royale, our 5-minute-long lightning round to end this night of trivia. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down those answers on. And I won't be able to interact with everyone, so please do let us know your team name in the live chat if you have not already. Speaking of which, hello to Cookie Faced. Good to have you back. Hopefully, yes, we are doing well. Thank you, Bianca. And hopefully you are doing well as well. you and everybody with the Too Fast, Too Curious. The longer name, which I'll get back to, which I really enjoy, of course. Hello to everybody. Hello, hello. Alrighty. As I said, all you need is a pen and a piece of paper, and please do share those team names in that live chat. Hello to F. Billy Claus. Well done, everyone, with their Christmas theme, their holiday theme names. It's not a requisite, but I imagine it's easy to do. All right, and it's a clever way. Well done, everybody. All right, back to this. Last week, just like every week, I ended it with a Trivia Club anagram that is called I Built a VCR. I Built a VCR is an anagram for Trivia Club. In the anagram I gave you, I asked you to find the Meryl Streep movie in the anagram Hawaiian Amargo Gem Meme. And the movie you could find in that, actually quite a long anagram, is Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. Here we go again, Mamma Mia. Yes, indeed. Well done to all those that dug into that extra bit of trivia goodness, that additional game, bonus game. What can we win tonight? Speaking of games, we can win that sweet, sweet bragging rights, those well-known knowing things well. Also that golden VHS, whatever you'd like it to be. It could be the Nightmare Before Christmas. It could be A Christmas Story. It could be The Grinch. Whatever you'd like it to be. That's the golden VHS you could win tonight. You can follow Trivia Club on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, which you're already doing because you're here, so thank you. On Instagram, of course, at instagram.com/TriviaClubCA, which I like to do a few weekly things like questions twice a week, that bow tie Friday, and of course, Saturday, as long as I can think up some good stats. There's always some great stats to be found, too, on TriviaClub.ca. Check out TriviaClub.ca for all that Trivia Club information. And since the start of December, I have been starting to include the Wednesday recap when I post the video stream of these events on TriviaClub.ca. All right. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video, to subscribe to the Trivia Club YouTube channel. It helps others find Trivia Club. So I appreciate the thumbs up, the likes, the subscribes, the smashing those bell notifications, the usual YouTube things. And if you're in need of any entertainment in the new year for any 2021 holiday events, any private events that we can do over Zoom online, I am available for the Trivia Club or trivia hosting duties. So please do contact Trivia for more information. So, with all that said, there are only 3 cardinal rules when it comes to Trivia Club. Those rules are: be smarter than that internet connection. If you're cheating to find the answers over the internet, you're only cheating yourself. Don't post any answers in the comment section either. That is the second rule of Trivia Club. Only post your score at the end of the night, and otherwise, let everyone know how you do and how you're feeling about these questions, including myself. Just don't give away any answers. Keep that competitive spirit sharp. The only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. Thanks. All right. Let's jump into it, shall we? This 37th edition of Trivia Club at home. Here we go. Question number 1 is rolling in the deep freeze. So we're rolling in the deep freeze to start things off. The cryogenics branch of this ice cream company is working with Pfizer-BioNTech to store and ship vaccines, as the ice cream treat makers normally use freezers that get as cold as minus 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Once again, name the ice cream company. I will even call them the ice cream of the future, whose cryogenics branch, because don't we all have those, is working with Pfizer-BioNTech to best store and ship vaccines. As the ice cream treat makers normally use freezers that can get as cold as minus 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Alrighty, question number 2. This question says, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again. So, question number 2. Name the Judy that was one of the stars of Meet Me in St. Louis, for which MGM hired the writing team Martin and Blaine to write several songs, including Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Once again, which Judy was one of the stars of Meet Me in St. Louis, for which MGM hired the writing team of Martin and Blaine to write several songs, including the classic, the prescient, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That's your question number 2. Question number 3. We're going to the big house. So, question number 3. The largest recorded of these houses is 60 feet by 42 feet and is about 35,823,400 calories. Once again, the largest recorded of these kinds of houses is 60 feet by 42 feet and is worth about 35,823,400 calories. So like a Tuesday. He says while he sips his water. I am a bad example of.
Water's not that deep.
Exactly. I'm not exactly. I'm saying like, all those calories as I never appear to be eating anything on camera. And question number 4, we're going to connect for the point here. So, for question number 4, what is the connection between the answers of questions 2 and 3? Nothing in the questions, just those answers have a connection. What's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? I'll give you 2 and 3 one more time. So question number 2, this Judy was one of the stars of Meet Me in St. Louis, for which MGM hired the writing team of Martin and Blaine to write several songs, including Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And question number 3, the largest recorded of these houses is 60 feet by 42 feet and is worth 35,823,400 calories. Yes, what's the connection between 2 and 3? Between the answers of 2 and 3 for the point on question number 4. Ooh, I hit my mug on the old recording table. Sorry for anyone listening with headphones on. Question number 5. It is called Best Known For. So with question number 5, name those four movies that, according to imdb.com, that Internet Movie Database.com and its algorithm, that the following actor is quote-unquote known for. So, according to the Internet Movie Database.com, what 4 movies is Will Ferrell known for? Well, actually, be kind because it's Christmas and say that Elf is actually not included in this list. Elf is not included But tell me the 4 movies that the InternetMovieDatabase.com say that Will Ferrell, 4 movies that Will Ferrell is known for. Question number 6. Oh, fun. So, question number 6. This Christmas carol, classic Christmas carol, which features just a single horse just hoofing it across snowy hills, was originally intended as a Thanksgiving drinking song before it became a classic for, later in the season. Once again, name that Christmas carol, which features just a single horse hoofing it across the hills. That was originally intended as a Thanksgiving drinking song before it became a classic for later in the season. That's your question number 6. Question number 7. It's 4 for 22. So that question number 7, 2 possible points to be won. With his 4th number 1 album on the Billboard charts by the age of 22, Shawn Mendes joins this musical act from Stratford and this musical act from Tupelo as the only other artist to accomplish such a feat. So once again, with his 4th number 1 album on the Billboard charts by the age of 22, Shawn Mendes joins this musical act from Stratford and this other musical act from Tupelo as the only other artist to accomplish such a feat. A point each for naming those musical acts. The clues were their place of origin. One of those musical acts was from Stratford, and the other one was from Tupelo. Question number 8 now. It is called Bit by Bit. It is our audio clue. It's the audio clue that we've been enjoying doing here at the Trivia Clubhouse. With Bit by Bit, I'm going to play you a chiptune version of a popular song, and you name that song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for the normal version of that song for a second point. Chiptunes are like old Nintendo game soundtracks or the tune that you hear from the ringtone of an old flip cell phone. So here we go. Question number 8, Bit by Bit. Name this 8-bit tune Name that song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for a second possible point. And that is your question number 8. Name that song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for that song for that second possible point. We're going bit by bit. Question number 9. It's time to tag the line. So with tag the line, I'm going to give you that tagline from a movie poster, and you name that movie for that question number 9. So name the movie with the poster tagline, Scott Calvin must become Santa. No ifs or ands, just one big butt. Not a subtle movie poster, but I mean, hey, it's not a subtle movie. So question number 9, Scott Calvin must become Santa. No ifs or ands, just one big butt. I'm also available for trailers, I guess. There you go. Name that movie for that question number 9. Question number 10 now is our first game show game of the round. Yes, indeed. By of the round, I mean tonight. What survey says, we're going to give you that Family Feud question. We're going to ask you to name what not only what you think is the number one answer on this survey says question, but what 100 Americans actually said was their number one answer. So if you guess that number one answer, you can win as much as 5 points. You can also win as much as 1 point. But hey, 1 to 5 points are available on this survey says. Name what you think is the number one answer for this survey says question. Question number 10. Name something that you cut. Name something you cut. Ask that question number 10. Name something you cut. Alrighty, that's your question number 10. That survey says, naming something you cut. What do you think the number one answer is? Question number 11. Look who's talking. Well, me. Look who else is talking here. So, question number 11. In the 1989 movie Look Who's Talking. Oh, that was pretty straightforward. In the 1989 movie Look Who's Talking, who is talking as the voice of baby Mikey? Yes, who is it that is talking as the voice of baby Mikey in the 1989 classic Look Who's Talking? Question number 12. It's a question about not just any boy band. No. So your question number 12, Nathan Morris, Wanya Morris, Sean Stockman, and Michael McCary were the original members of what Philadelphia-based R&B quartet? Once again, Nathan Morris, Wanya Morris, Sean Stockman, and Michael McCary were the original members of what Philadelphia-based R&B quartet? Question number 13. Not talking much. I mean, that's the follow-up to the question number 11 almost, but just in that title of the question. So question number 13, not talking much. This pal of Snoopy's turned his birdhouse into a swinging pad, complete with couches, a TV, and a groovy throw rug. Question number 14, it is the number one Fox. So, question number 14, name the competition show that was the Fox Network's first series to have the highest average household Nielsen rating for a TV series. Once again, name that competition show that was the Fox Network's first series to have the highest average household Nielsen rating for a television series. They had some popular shows before, but this was the first number one. Question number 15, it is countdown takedown time. So your countdown takedown, this game show game is played with Price is Right rules, but with a twist. I'm going to ask you a question with a number for the answer. If you guess that number right on, that is 5 possible points to be won. If you're within 25% of the actual number, that is still 2 solid points, a couple of good points to be won there. If you're outside of that 25% range, that is 0 points. And if you're also even just one number, yes, one number off the higher end of that number, that is 0 points as well. So if you're even just over, that is 0 points. And if you're 25% lower or outside of that 25% lower range, that is 0 points. Anyway, 5 possible points to be won. Here we go. Question number 15. Though geographically compact, the European Alps are the global seat of skiing in any normal year and are host to about this percentage of worldwide skier visits annually. So once again, though geographically compact, the European Alps are the global seat of skiing. This means that there are 2,084 resorts, typically generating 28 billion euros in revenue. And in any normal year, they are host to about this percentage of worldwide skier visits annually. So 2019 and before that. Once again, the European Alps are a global seat of skiing in any normal year and are host to about this percentage of worldwide skier visits annually. Question number 16. Hey, it's that guy. So your question number 16. Name the actor who appeared in Boogie Nights, Ocean's 12, and Traffic. Once again, name the actor that appeared in the movies Boogie Nights, Ocean's 12, and Traffic. That's your question number 16. Question number 17. It stinks. Once again, I'll give you the bad review of what people think is a good movie, and you tell me what you think that movie is. So name the movie from this bad review. It stinks. Hal Hinson of the Washington Post. Hal Hinson of the Washington Post wrote about this movie. Despite the incessant action, the star personnel on both sides of the camera, and the high-gloss, state-of-the-art Hollywood filmmaking, the movie seems so oddly disembodied. Like the main character, there but not there. But despite its power look, the movie unspools. You watch with increasing indifference. The last sequence, featuring a faceless ghost of Christmas future, is a total bust. Once again, name that movie in which Hal Hinson of the Washington Post wrote, despite the incessant action, the star personnel on both sides of the camera, and the high-gloss, state-of-the-art Hollywood filmmaking, the movie seems oddly disembodied. Like the main character, there but not there. But despite its power look, as the movie unspools, you watch with increasing indifference. The last sequence, featuring a faceless ghost of Christmas future, is a total bust. I mean, I liked it, but Hal has his opinions. Had his opinions? I'm not saying that anything happened to Hal. Hopefully he's doing great. I'm saying that this movie's in the past. Question number 18. Once again, it's an 18-word hint for an 18-letter movie title. So name the movie whose title has 18 letters from this 18-word hint for your question number 18. Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, round 2. This time, they don't meet until the finale of the film. Once again, Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, round 2. This time, they don't meet until the finale of the film. And question number 19, it's living up to its name. So, your question number 19. Name the landmark that was temporarily closed in 1990 to stop it from subsiding a further 0.05 inches per year. Once again, name that landmark that was temporarily closed in 1990 to stop it from subsiding a further 0.05 inches per year. which doesn't sound like a lot, but give it time. Give it literal time. All right, before I give you question number 20, our Trivia Royale, or are there any other questions that I can repeat or clarify from the first 19? And I will clarify them with the art of repetition. I learned it well. Went to school for it. Oh yeah, the bad movie review cue. Here we go. Question number 17 once again. So the question number 17, and then I'll do 12, 13, 14. So Hal Hinson of the Washington Post wrote, despite the incessant action, the star personnel on both sides of the camera, and the high-gloss, state-of-the-art Hollywood filmmaking, the movie seems oddly disembodied. Like the main character, there, but not there. But despite its power look, as the movie unspools, you watch with increasing indifference. The last sequence, featuring a faceless ghost of Christmas future, is a total bust. That's your question number 17. Question number 12. Here we go. So question number 12 is called Not Just Any Boy Band, and Nathan Morris, Wanya Morris, Sean Stockman, and Michael McCary were the original members of what Philadelphia-based R&B quartet? Question number 13. This pal of Snoopy's turned his birdhouse into a swinging pad, complete with couches, a TV, and a groovy throw rug. And question number 14. What competition show was the Fox Network's first series to have the highest average household Nielsen rating for a TV series? Let's name that competition show. I'll do 13 one more time. So, 13 one more time. Name that pal of Snoopy's that turned his birdhouse into a swinging pad, complete with couches, a TV, and a groovy throw rug. Oh, and 17 again? All right. I feel like I really got into it with that last read, so feeling good about 17. So name that movie from this bad review from Hal Hinson of the Washington Post, who wrote, despite the incessant action, the star personnel on both sides of the camera, and the high-gloss, state-of-the-art Hollywood filmmaking, the movie seems oddly disembodied, like the main character there, but not there. But despite its power look, as the movie unspools, you watch with increasing indifference. The last sequence, featuring a faceless ghost of Christmas future, is a total bust. I still like my last read better, but that was still pretty good. As your question number 17, name that movie. All right, if there's nothing else to repeat or repeat my repetition of, got some good play out of a couple of questions. Some good thinkers. Question number 20. Our Trivia Royale. I'm getting the timer queued up. Oh, question number 19. I can do that. Once the timer's queued up. So before we jump into question number 20, here's a question number 19. So question number 19 is living up to its name. This landmark temporarily closed in 1990 to stop it from subsiding a further 0.05 inches per year. Oh wait, yeah. I was reading that like I had more to say, but yes. Once again, name that landmark that was temporarily closed in 1990 to stop it from subsiding a further 0.05 inches per year? That's that. Question number 19. And question number 20, our Trivia Royale. You'll have 5 minutes to write down as many or any 10 of the, in this case, 22 possible answers. 10 possible points to be won. So 5 minutes on that clock. So this is going to be kind of a walk to get to what I'm going with, but we can't all be home for Christmas. So let's just celebrate houses this week. Not just any houses, but real houses. Real housewives? There you go. So with 5 minutes on the board, name for me any 10 of the 22 locations, either American installments or international installments, which have been featured or which have featured the real housewives of that particular area. So remember, it's the location in the series title, with that series being associated officially with those real housewives. So 5 minutes has begun. Name any 10 of the 22 locations, either American installments or international installments, which have featured the real housewives of that particular area. And by particular area, I mean the location that is named in the series title. There are 22 possible answers. Give me any 10 for points. And may you be home for Christmas, if only in your Zoom. 4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes remaining, naming those real housewives of insert location here. I'm going to get some water. Whoop. I'm okay. Well, hello. How we doing? How we feeling? About 3 minutes remaining for this Trivia Royale. Because there are 22 locations associated with those real housewives. So name those particular areas, those locations named in the series title of the Real Housewives of, wherever, any 10 of the 22 locations, be the American or international installments of that show. That didn't even have to last long, just long enough to be on TV. Or to be planned to be on TV. There are a couple potential answers that I will accept that are still to debut, but in the plan enough to be on the Wikipedia page. Yes, finally, these are according to Wikipedia. So, 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining. And when all else fails, think of yourself, what would be a city that would enjoy some of those real housewives? I should have, which I did not. So I might have this in the future, just to throw it there. Should have had at least 3 or 4 of their, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. You know, those lines at the start of the show, but One minute and 11 seconds. 10, 9. 1 minute and just a few more seconds remaining. But still 1 minute. Finalize any other questions that you might have on your answer sheet. Fill in those blanks as we'll be marking our papers after this. Your peers can mark your papers if you have any peers in your current location, which I'm sure could start a fun fight just before Christmas. Hopefully it doesn't. 30 seconds remaining. Finalize those answers, and then we'll be marking our papers for this holiday-like edition before we do a countdown to the new year next week, 2 days before the actual new year. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here you go. That is time. Yes, indeed. That is time. Pens down, hands up, shaking back and forth. Yeah. All right. After that stretch, let's jump to question number 1, answer number 1. Rolling in the deep freeze. I enjoy that one because they're little balls as well. The cryogenics branch of this ice cream of the future is working with Pfizer BioNTech to store and ship vaccines. Also, the logistics branch is also working with to help train medical professionals, medical staff on handling of dry ice. There's nothing this ice cream treat maker can't do to help with that vaccine. Their freezers that are as cold as minus 122 Fahrenheit. That is Dippin' Dots. Dippin' Dots. Would be 2020 if we weren't suddenly very excited to be talking about Dippin' Dots in the news. Right before things end. Question number 2. We'll meet again. Yes, we will. This Judy was one of the stars of Meet Me in St. Louis, for which MGM hired the writing team of Martin and Blaine to write several songs, including Have Yourself, A Merry Little Christmas, a song that Judy actually argued to make a little softer, a little nicer, because the actress who was playing her younger sister would probably cry if she sang the actual lyric, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, It May Be Your Last. From now on, we'll all be living in the past. Not an actual lyric on the actual song, but it could have been. Anyway, that is Judy Garland. We're looking for Garland specifically, because if you wrote Judy Garland, it might complicate things. But Garland. Question number 3. In the big house. So, the largest recorded of these houses is 60 feet by 42 feet and is worth, I would say, 35,823,400 calories. That'll get you going. And then crashing and maybe dead. But gingerbread, do not eat all that gingerbread. Just a cookie or two, treat yourself. Question number 4. Speaking of treats, speaking of Christmas treats, so what's the connection between gingerbread and Garland? I would say less Christmas treats for Garland, but Christmas decorations. Christmas decorations. This is a kinder connection. So I would really, say Christmas is a pretty good catch-all in this case. But Christmas decorations. Some people do hang gingerbread on their tree. We don't have any perishables, but we do have things that look like food. So, pizza. Question number 5, best known for. So, Will Ferrell, what are the 4 movies that he is known for according to IMDb.com and its algorithm? So, Will Ferrell, and I did say that Elf was not included in this list because, 'tis the season to have included that. But those movies are Anchorman, or Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, Anchorman 2, also known as Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, Blades of Glory, and Talladega Nights, The Legend of Ricky Bobby, which is Talladega Nights. Before the flower. Oh, yeah, I do like the flower connection, so I'll accept that too. The connection of Garland and Gingerbread being flower or flowers. Yeah. A little bit more clever than even the Christmas connection I was asking for. Well done, thinking further outside the box. So once again, those best known for are Anchorman, Anchorman 2, Talladega Nights, and Blades of Glory. Question number 6. Oh, fun. Also known as, oh, what fun. This Christmas carol features just a single horse dashing madly through the snow. A one-horse open sleigh. It's like they want to get a branch in the face. Slow down, everybody. It was originally intended as a Thanksgiving drinking song because the past is so much wilder than they tell you. It became a classic for the Christmas season, though. It is Jingle Bells. Yes, don't forget. As always, the past was pretty nuts. Question number 1, the answer was Dippin' Dots. We were looking for Dippin' Dots. Question number 7. 4 for 22. With his 4th number 1 album on the Billboard charts by the age of 22, Shawn Mendes joins musical acts. One from Stratford, that would be Justin Bieber. And a musical act from Tupelo, that would be Elvis Presley. As the only other artist in accomplishing such a feat. So once again, a point for Justin Bieber and a point for Elvis Presley. Who are the other 22-year-olds to have 4 number 1 albums on the Billboard charts? Question number 8. So those 8-bit song was a 8-bit version of, for a point each, Wonderful Christmas Time. He's simply having it. Wonderful Christmas Time. For a point, it's by Paul McCartney with a new record out. Check out McCartney 3. This is a paid advertisement. No, it's not. But a point for Paul McCartney, a point for Wonderful Christmas Time. For that question number 8. Question number 9. Tag the line. Scott Kelvin must become Santa. No ifs, ands, or actually just one big but. That would be the Santa Claus. The Santa Claus. The kind of tagline that you'd expect from the star of Home Improvement. It's there. So question number 10. Survey says, name something that you cut. So name something you cut. I'm going to start with the 1-point answer and go up to the 5-point answer. So that 1-point answer. So name something you cut. This answer for 1 point is a real ace up the sleeve, as long as you cut the cards correctly. Cards, yes, indeed, cards for that point. 2 points if I asked you the question correctly. Yes, indeed, axe on that wood. Wood for 2 points. Would you like another pun? Here it is. All right. Any way you slice it, this is a quality answer. You better believe it. That is bread. Bread for 3 points. 4 points now. It is it's the right answer, as long as you move your pen correctly. That is paper. Paper for 4 points. It's not the most points that you can get for an answer. That's that. 5-point answer. And really, I'm in need of my third pandemic one. That would be hair. Hair. Actually, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. Alrighty, so just enjoying my hair in the camera. Moving on though. 5 points for hair, 4 points if you said paper, 3 points if you said bread, 2 points for wood, and 1 point for cards. Sorry to all those that said cheese. Great answer, but cheese. All right.
Do you get points for food?
Do you get points for food?
For bread.
For bread? Oh, yeah, I'll give it. Yeah, I'll give 3 points for food. Alrighty. Yeah, 3 points if you said food, for bread, food or bread. But if you said cheese, that is not 3 points. That is too specific. But funny, so thank you. Question number 11. Look who was talking. Look who was talking. In the 1989 movie, Look Who's Talking, who is talking as the voice of Baby Mikey. Baby Mikey is voiced by Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis. If you said Roseanne Barr, you were thinking of Look Who's Talking too. If you said Danny DeVito, you're thinking of Look Who's Talking Now. He's the voice of the dog. I've been reading too much about Look Who's Talking. All right, question number 12. Yeah, thanks for double checking that. For question 10, survey says, if you said any kind of food, that is not points. If you just simply said food, I would count food for bread, but not any kind of food. Thanks for double checking. Number 3 is bread/food. But if you said any other kind of food, like cheese, etc., that is 0 points. It's a fine line. Any way you slice it. Question number 12. Not just any boy band, no. Nathan Morris, Wanya Morris, Sean Stockman, and Michael McCarty were the original members of the Philadelphia-based R&B quartet Boys to Men. They were a man band. Eventually. As Boys to Men. Question number 13. Not talking much. So, this pal of Snoopy's turned his birdhouse into a swinging pad, complete with couches, a TV, and a groovy throw rug. That would be Woodstock. Woodstock. Question number 14. That number 1 Fox, that competition show that was the Fox Network's first series to have the highest average household Nielsen rating for a television series. Their first number 1 series, even with all their successful TV, was American Idol. American Idol, which would eventually end its run at Fox and return at ABC. But yes, before that, it was big on Fox. So, question number 15, your countdown takedown. 5 possible points to be won. Though geographically compact, the European Alps are the global seat of skiing, with 2,084 resorts typically generating 28 billion euros in revenue. And in any other normal year, the European Alps are host to about this percentage of worldwide skier visits annually. That percentage of visits is, drumroll please, 43% worldwide. It's kind of wild. So 43% will get you 5 points. If you said 42 to 32%, that is 2 points. Once again, 43 for 5. Anything above 43 is 0 points, unfortunately. 42 to 32 is still 2 possible points. And below, or 31 and below, is unfortunately 0 points once again. Question number 16. Hey, it's that guy. Somebody that has actually graduated from that guy status over time, but he was an actor that appeared in Boogie Nights, Ocean's 12, and Ocean's 11. But also, Traffic, that would be Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle. No longer that guy, especially since becoming an Avenger, but Don Cheadle. Yes, Luis Guzman was in 2 of those, but he was not in the Ocean's movies somehow. I think Andy Garcia was in 2 of those, but also not in Boogie Nights. Anywho, question number 17. It stinks. It stinks. So, name that movie from this bad review. Hal Hinson of the Washington Post wrote, despite the incessant action, the star personnel on both sides of the camera, and the high-gloss, state-of-the-art filmmaking, the movie seems oddly disembodied, like the main character, there but not there. But despite its power look, as the movie unspools, you watch with increasing indifference. The last sequence, featuring a faceless ghost of Christmas future, is a total bust. I disagree, but it can get really mean there for a second. It is Scrooged. Scrooged. Scrooge for a point on question number 17. Question number 18. Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, round 2. This time they don't meet until the finale of the film Sleepless in Seattle. Sleepless in Seattle. I had originally forgotten that their first movie was not, in fact, Sleepless in Seattle, but Joe versus the Volcano. What can I say? Joe versus the Volcano passed me by. They really hit their stride that with Sleepless in Seattle. Thank you to Nancy Myers. All right, question number 19. Living up to its name. This landmark temporarily closed in 1990 to stop it from subsiding 0.05 inches per year. And yes, I'm actually doing a physical clue within my asking of the question. I am leaning every time I say subsiding to give you that idea that I'm talking about that Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's not just a subconscious tick. That is a conscious tick. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Question number 20 now, our Trivia Royale. What says Christmas like the Real Housewives? So, those Real Housewives locations, these are locations named in the series title. So I will say off the top, France is not included because the French edition of this of the Real Housewives, in fact, took place in Beverly Hills, and that's already in here too. So for a point each, Orange County, starting from the earliest series, America First, and then the international editions. So Orange County for a point, New York City for a point, Atlanta, New Jersey, DC, Beverly Hills, Miami, Potomac. That's in Maryland, but you do have to say Potomac. Potomac, Dallas, and Salt Lake City, the most recent in Salt Lake City. And then the international editions, Athens, followed by Vancouver, Melbourne, Cheshire in the UK, Auckland, Sydney, Toronto and Vancouver, of course, lasted no more than 2 seasons. Hungary, Johannesburg, Napoli, Bangkok, and Jersey. Jersey, also in the UK. Not to be confused with the New Jersey, which I think that's actually named after. I imagine. All right. That's a point for each of those potential 10 that you could have named. There were 10 American locations, including the newest airing, and then 12 additional internationals. If you said Tel Aviv, that is not actually directly associated with the Real Housewives. And there's actually not a Tel Aviv is not named within the title either. But there's a Tel Aviv type version of the Real Housewives. Just not for points. Alrighty. So let me know your team points in the live chat. Point for every correct answer. And then additional points where noted. Add up all those points. Let us know your team name, your point total on this holiday edition of Trivia Club, live from this Trivia Clubhouse. As you're adding up those points, I'll read them off once a few are added onto the live chat. But until then, here's some bonus tiebreaker trivia for you if needed. It is called I Built a VCR. As always, I Built a VCR being an anagram of Trivia Club. Very fitting. And find the Christmas movie, I'll say even the recent Christmas movie, in the following anagram. That anagram is Alchemist's Corn Hitcher. Alchemist's Corn Hitcher. Yes, find that recent Christmas movie in the following anagram. 42 possible points could have been won tonight. All right, let's see how we did. All righty. So 33 points for BB Rebozo. Well done. The ghosts of past, present, and future BB Rebozo. F. Billy Claus with 32 points. Well done to you as well. Team Reens Prebus's Rancid Pubis. It's probably a Holly way to put that. Oh, you can come up with it. But 30 points, well done. The Travel Buddies with 37 points. Excellent stuff. It is the new leading point total tonight, 37 points for those Travel Buddies. M. Night Before Christmas Schmalians with 27 points. And you should be proud. Well done. 32 points for Fast and Curious Presents Hobbs and oh man, I wish we could be there in person. Well done with your 32 points also. Again, love the name. 23, and I also agree that I wish we could all be here in person. 23 points for your producer and mine, my partner, the love of my life. Well done.
Thank you.
20 points for Cheryl. Well done, Cheryl. And Lou, I'm guessing. Maybe. Well done. 25 points for Christmas cookie faced or sugar cookie faced. Whatever cookie you'd like it to be. 25 points. Well done. 14 points for Rondai. Excellent stuff. 25 points for Untraceable Odors. Well done, Metelgens. Oh, and happy birthday to Natalie. Yes, indeed. Excellent. Let us know what points you got, either in this live chat before we sign out, or, of course, in the comment section of the video if you're watching this afterwards. Thank you all once again for joining in. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit that bell notification, all those things that let YouTube know that they should share this video with others. It'll be very much appreciated. Thank you for joining in throughout the year. I guess I'll get more into it next week because we'll be back December 29th for the last Trivia Club of 2020. Sherloo. Yes, indeed. A good one. A good team name for Sherloo. Yes, Travel Buddies did. It looks like they got the top score for tonight. Well done to the Travel Buddies. 37 points. The score to beat. Thank you all for supporting Trivia Club throughout this year and even before this year and after this year. Thank you again to the supporters on Patreon. Your support helps Trivia Club continue into 2021 live from this Trivia Clubhouse. Tonight's champions, of course, are everyone that played along, that enjoyed themselves, and, of course, when you're going out, that wore masks and kept both themselves safe and others safe and just did the right thing. Keep healthy, keep safe. And there's only one more thing to say before we sign off. Enjoy Instagram, enjoy Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. TriviaClub.ca, but otherwise, because they're hanging out. Good night. Remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Oops. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Yes, indeed. Happy holidays. Hopefully you're having a lovely or well-earned, relaxing next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing, everybody.
Thanks for playing. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you.
I love